Out here doing my morning routine, walking around, playing with the kitties. There's one of them. They're good kitties. Kind of waiting for it to warm up a bit before I go over to the farm, check on all the animals, and make sure nothing needs repair. Should have brought my water out here though. That would have been smart. Feels good in the sun, but in the shade it's still cold. I have no idea what we're getting into today. I suppose we'll see as the day goes on. It's kind of hard to see my screen in the sun. There's the old building. That building's been on this property for over 100 years. It's very old. Hoping somebody hops on here and feels like talking about something. If not, I'll go on about my day. There's a couple of the kitties over there by the porch. We do a lot of animal rescue and rehabilitation here. I'd say 70% of my life has to do with animals in one way or another. I work on a farm. We deal with chickens and ducks and goats and pigs and sometimes cattle, not often. We've had turkeys. A couple of weeks ago we had a squirrel that we rescued. His name was George. He was cool. There's on my community page on my channel, there's a picture of him sitting on my head because that's where he wanted to be. I don't know why that's where he wanted to be, but yeah. But yeah, we're just walking, talking, doing my normal morning thing, stream before I go to work. Normally I stream after I get off work too, around 3 or sometime after, depending on what we're doing. No idea at all what we're doing today. It really is kind of cold over here in the shade. Maybe the sun will dry the grass out. Normally I'll walk around in the grass, check the property, but I don't want to get my feet wet this morning. There's a train in the background. It's amazing how loud a train horn actually is. That train's probably over a mile from where I live. Well, I don't know what's going on with everybody this morning. Something going on I don't know about. Nobody's tuning in yet. Normally I have, 15 or so people in here by now. Today has been an exception, apparently. I'm going back in the sun. It's too chilly in the shade. I just try to get in a few steps every morning before I go to work. That way I'm kind of warmed up when I get over there, because some days it's slow over there and some days it's really busy and I never know which one it's going to be. So I try to walk around in the yard for a little bit before I go over there. I had somebody tune in, but they left. I don't see how you big YouTubers do it. Like, how do you have thousands and thousands of people tuning into your live streams? I get 15, 20 people a stream sometimes. I don't know. But it seems like nobody wants to join this morning. So I don't know. Somebody coming up the road. I don't know. Might just turn it off. Give it a minute or two. See if anybody wants to watch. Yeah, normally I have a few people at least in here. I think I've got one person in here right now. Say hi, let's talk. We're just chilling out this morning before I go to work. Give me something to talk about. Let's discuss things. That old building's been here for over 100 years on the property. My family's owned this property for like 120 years. Long time. Got an old Volkswagen sitting over there. Well, dang, they left too. I don't know what's going on this morning. Everybody seems to be leaving. I don't ask for subscribers. I don't ask for likes. I don't make any money off this. I don't understand why everybody's leaving this morning. Nobody's even said hello. It's a weird thing. How are you this morning? Feel like talking? I appreciate you tuning in. I'm just waiting to go to work. Thought I would get on here for a little bit and see what happened, but everybody seems to keep leaving. Don't know what's going on. It's been a strange morning. I mean, we can talk about stuff if you want. I'm just trying to walk around a little bit before I go to work. How you guys doing? I appreciate you tuning in. Right now I'm just showing the old building on the property. It's been here forever, 100 years, over 100 years. And the old Volkswagen that we've been working on. It's a 73 Super Beetle. My bike's over there. I probably need to go for a bike ride today. I haven't done that in a couple of days. At least it's starting to warm up. I'm hoping the grass will dry out. Normally I walk around the property and check everything out before I go to work, but I don't want to get my feet wet this morning. What's up, Tucker? Appreciate you coming back. How you doing this morning? I'm just walking around doing my normal morning thing before I go to work. Haven't really decided what time I'm going to go over there yet. But yeah, how you doing? Just walking around in the driveway at the moment. Don't really have too much going on this morning. I see a couple of other people just tuned in. How you guys doing? Tucker, I'm glad you're doing well. We're just out here chilling for the time being. Not too much going on, just walking around in the driveway talking to people. You know, my normal morning thing. I'll stream for a little bit and then I'll go to work and I'll come back and I'll stream again later today. So if you guys would like to check that out, you know, you can. I'd appreciate it. I've got a bunch of videos on my channel, all kinds of stuff. I don't stick to just talking about one thing. I try to mix it up a little bit. That way, you know, people are entertained when they watch stuff. I do a lot with animals. We weren't inside looking at cats. None of the cats are inside. They're all outside kitties. But we have a big property, so we tend to let them free roam and do what they want. We have dogs inside. We let the dogs stay inside. We let them out a lot too. You know, we don't keep them cooped up in the house, but try to make sure the dogs don't mess with the kitties. Yeah, dogs and cats sometimes get along and sometimes they don't. I don't know how you end this. I was playing around with the Q&A thing, trying to see if I could get it to work. I've never done that before, so. But yeah, for now we're just out here. There's one of the dogs. Both of the dogs. What are you guys doing? I'm not really sure what kind of dog this one is. Duke is a Boston Terrier. He's old. Well, guys, I suppose I'm going to hop off here and get ready for work. But I hope to see you guys later. Bye.